Sorry about the delay, but we are going to get this game started now. Dave, I'm going to launch, and we are casting in two separate game rooms, but we'll say at the same time. We've done this plenty of times.
I'll do the escape gaming technique where I like don't say anything.
Don't say anything pertinent to the game time, or you don't react to the like big events, right? You just like kind of speak general. Yeah. All right. Well, we're in the game now, and Dave, I'm gonna unpause. I'm at 3 seconds. Viper's in the yellow. Jordan is in the gray, and game 8 is designated as a Chinese war on Arabia. Pretty open maps at first glance. Dave, is there anything that you see you want to talk about?
I think Jordan's trying to blend in with the scenery because I can't see his color at all.
Yeah, you're right.
Jeez, I'm gonna switch actually to team colors, I think, for this game. Just like you said, it's super open, man. Viper's got that huge hill at the front of his base. His wall is on the other hill at near the front of his base. Sorry, his gold.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what wall are you talking about?
I've been watching too many Chinese players, man. By this time, they'd already have a wall. I mean, but Jordan has the same kind of problem. I mean, both his golds are forward. They're like little Tetris blocks. They can fit into each other. And it's going to be difficult for them to wall these maps.
Yeah, and with Chinese have a lot of options. You can always go scouts as Chinese. It's easier to go flush as well as Chinese, or into skirmishers, scouts. Everything's possible for them in the Castle Age as well, in the Imperial Age as well, but normally that goes into Arbalest and Chukonus and Trebs. But regardless, we're going to have kind of a slow early game here to talk about a lot of things. Dave, I don't know if you got to watch any of the other games that I was casting, or maybe the game before, but what's your take on the style that these guys have, or just the skill level in general?
I've never watched this series, but I did watch that one that they did like a year ago.
Okay.
You remember that one night where Viper and Jordan just didn't sleep and just played?
Yeah, that was right when I started getting into streaming.
Like
I remember
so many games. We might have even casted a couple of those, but like they're, like you said in last game, their style is so similar. It's crazy. It's like they know exactly what each other is going to do and how to counter it, and then they'll counter the counters that they make to counter the initial strategy.
Yeah. It's crazy, and I can respect how identical they are, because it just goes to show you that they've played a lot of games together over many years, and the fact that we're seeing 21 on different settings as well, like different maps and different civs, is pretty cool, because every single time they encounter a map, every single time they encounter a civ, they know what to do. But stream, do you guys want team colors? Just ask me, because I can easily turn Jordan to red. Yeah, I think we're going to see, my guess is we're going to see scouts for Viper. He has 3 on wood. Jordan right now, Jordan has 3 on wood as well. But then again, the house timing is a little bit different with Chinese, so it does depend on a couple things. Yeah, Dave, your mic does echo a little bit. It's sensitive, I know. I've had so many issues with mine.
I'm wearing a headset! What the Give me a break!
I hear your clicks and stuff. I'm just letting you know for the future. I hear your clicks.
Okay.
So it's not like too loud, but just so you know. Anyway, Viper's now blue to those watching the stream or the YouTube, and Jordan is now red. It's easier to see, and even though they always choose those colors, I think it's just better for the eyes. Everybody agreed on that. Okay, so let's look at all the golds. Viper has his gold up on the hill, next to his wood. Apart from that, he doesn't have another wood line he can take, Dave, or at least easily. There's one on the right, where Jordan's scout is now. But he's going to have to hold to that wood line for a while, and also that gold as well, because the other gold's forward in the middle of the map. Does he have another one? Yeah, he does have one on the back, but just so many hills. And so many deer as well. He does have 7 deer he can lure in if he wants.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to have time to push in the deer against Jordan. He gets greedy sometimes, but I don't know if he would be greedy enough to do it against a player like Jordan.
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes out there later on if he
feels like if he pushes
he's in a good spot. Yeah.
Yeah, but not all 7. I can't see all 7. Be feudal age by the time he got them in there.
Yeah, his scout's forward. He's trying to find out where Jordan is. He sees Jordan's walling on the right, and that's a smart wall for Jordan because then everything's going to be in the front for him to fight. It's not going to be very difficult for him to follow the fights. Viper's going to be clicking up. I'm guessing they're going to do 22 pop. There's already 2 farms for Jordan, so he's definitely going scouts. But sometimes you go 23 pop as Chinese, just because it's a little bit better for your economy. And just the way your economy is laid out over time with the start. Jordan's getting all the scouting info he needs, as is Viper. And Jordan's trying to click up. He's clicked up. Viper is, well, going to click up. He's actually almost a villager behind, actually. That's a little bit peculiar. I didn't see a tough start for Viper, but you never know as Chinese. Yeah, there's Viper. He's going after the deer. This is smart. I agree with it. Go out to the deer. Collect a couple. And then he'll probably build the barracks up on the hill. And Jordan will probably build his barracks next to these golds. Is this matchup live? No, this matchup is not live. We're watching a rec from 2014 where they played a best of 21. And we're in game 8 at the moment. Okay, so it's obviously slow, so it gives us some more time to talk about things. I'm thinking Jordan and Viper are gonna need to place their houses and their stables and whatnot in really good positions to wall off their base. And Jordan hasn't even gone for a barracks yet, so this is gonna be extremely late for him.
I feel like it's more important for Viper, to be honest, to do that. Because Viper only has the he only has that one wood line, and the gold's right next to that too. So he needs to. You see where he's putting the stable? I don't know what time you're at, but where he's putting the stable right now.
Well, I'll see it in a second. I am at 10 minutes exactly, so.
Okay. So right near me.
Yeah. Jordan already in the feudal age, and he's halfway getting his barracks up. So this is really late for him. And Viper was a little bit later to the feudal age as well. So this brings Viper back on even terms as far as the builds and economies go. Yeah, there's the stable. You're right. So do you agree with that stable placement, or would you rather it be further forward?
Yeah, because he's got to make a little settlement there for his gold and his wood. Like, that wood is so important. The gold's important, but the wood is very, very important to him because there's no place he can go alternatively. Like, the one on the far right is awful with that heart oasis in it. And then the one at the front is awful as well.
Yep.
And if you get pushed off wood, I mean, it's game over if you can't take any. So I agree with that for sure.
Yeah, and I like the wall.
And he's
gonna
wall. I think he's gonna wall the far side near the cliff too.
Yep, he's already on his way to doing that. He does need to scout. Nope, he already did. Scout the left side of that wood. That other voice broke my ears. Maybe Dave's a little bit too loud. Let's see. Well, it's weird. I can't. We're gonna have to deal with it for the time being because, again, we're in Discord, but I don't have the Discord application open. It's really weird. I can't reopen it, so we'll fix that after the game, guys. So a couple spears and just going to be macro play, guys. We're just going to see the economies build up. Maybe 4 or 5 scouts at the most. Jordan has a much easier wall. He has a total of 2 scouts in his stable, and his original scout's on the front, so he might be tempted to go for that archery range earlier because normally you transition to archers, but it's all about what you see here. It's all about this TC area. All about how many you have on wood, how many farms you have up. Viper did mill the deer, by the way, which is really nice.
Oh, he actually tossed a mill down there. Wow. Okay.
I like the fact Viper's making more scouts because he knows he needs to be aggressive, but it's going to be too late. Jordan's going to make a few scouts and try and do some damage, but he's not going to overcommit. Viper's going to have 5. It looks like he's defending with them, but my guess is Jordan will be a little bit faster than Castle Age. What do you think about Viper's decision to not run forward, though?
He wants to defend, man. Like, look at the way he's built his entire base. Like, he's secured that whole left-hand side. He doesn't want any risks right now. He's already spent a lot of time building his buildings in that line and walling on that one side. He just doesn't want any risk whatsoever. There's nothing really for him to defend on the right hand side or the front. So once he gets that walled off, then he might think about going forward.
Yeah, it's really well. There he goes now. Actually, he's gonna run past Jordan's spear, but it's really smart what Viper's done having his spears next to his, I guess, the hunters. But both players getting wheelbarrow at almost identical times. Viper is a Vil behind right now. And Jordan has a little bit more food, going with the archery range. I guess the question is anyone going to do damage before the castle age? Oh! Woo woo woo! Wolf killed the spear. That's the first kill of the game, guys. Give it to the wolf. Let's see the T90 woo spam. It's almost like we're 15 minutes in and nothing's happened yet because these guys are so good and they know what they need to do in this situation. So it's like that really was the most exciting thing.
I think it might be because they're playing as Chinese. They feel like walling. Yeah. 100%.
Oh, just because of the Great Wall, not because of the Civ. I get it.
Or the Chinese players.
Yeah, that's true.
None of those reasons.
Somewhere Mr. Yo is watching this and smiling. He's like, yes, this is great. This is great.
Yeah. Somewhere Stark's watching this and going, what about Brazil?
That is so true. I love what Jordan's doing, running underneath the TC. He knows the scouts are probably not going to be used anyway, so might as well fight before the archer's mass. He could kill a villager here. The Viper's fighting with Vils. Is he creating another spear? He's not creating another spear, and he's gonna lose a villager. And he could lose more, because Jordan is microing his scouts well. Really good stuff from Jordan. Not only is he probably going to be headed to the castle age, he was a villager up before this engagement, but he was able to do a lot of damage. Idle Viper's gold, and still running around. And Viper created those extra scouts, did nothing with them.
Yeah, that's something not a lot of players do. It's just run under TCs with scouts.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense here.
It does, because there's nothing else he could have done with them. Like, Viper's base is walled, so there's no places he could raid. He didn't see the villagers. Well, he saw the villagers at the mill, but there were 2 spearmen there, so why not? Why not just go in?
He's only lost 2 scouts this game. So he created 3 scouts. Viper's going to try and finish these guys off, but only creating 3 scouts and doing that much damage, that's incredible, and you can see the difference in the castle time. The Viper's going to be behind here. He's going with 2 ranges as well, but grabbing the villagers, collecting the gold, clicking up the castle as fast as possible. Meanwhile, Jordan, he's on 2 ranges. He actually has, I believe he has more archers. Yeah, more archers than Viper. It doesn't seem like a lot happened, but Jordan's well ahead here. An extra villager. He's going to be up faster. He has more archers. Just down to Viper maybe utilizing his scouts to buy himself some time against those archers, which will be crossbows.
I think it's partially because Viper's just had such, like, Viper had such an ugly map. He's just had to adapt to it. And Jordan, I mean, Jordan didn't have the best map in the world either, to be fair. But his wood line's a lot cleaner, which means his economy is more efficient, which means he can get the farms down earlier, etc., etc., go up to castle age earlier, etc.
Well, I agree. Jordan did the right thing with his map. It wasn't pretty, but all he needs is 1 wood line and 1 main gold for the time being. And now he can place TCs to secure the other areas, so I agree. Viper did the best he could do, potentially with his map. I feel like he should have been a little bit more aggressive with the scouts, at least try to get in before the walls. But Jordan's running across now. A little Chinese strat, as you said, Dave. Just deleting a wall, sending the archers out, adding the wall again. And we'll see if Viper has the military back at home to defend this. And I think he will. No tower on the gold, so he thinks he will as well. He still has the scouts, and the scouts could really help out in the fight, because it's going to force Jordan to engage them. But Jordan's going macro, man. He's placing 2 extra TCs already. He's going to do as much damage as possible with 2 ranges and probably not commit more past that.
He's so secure, too. Like, what can Viper do to his base? Nothing.
The only
You're
thing
right,
I
this
can
is-
foresee happening is that hill in front of his main gold. If Viper
Yeah.
can win some fights and get on that hill, that will starve Jordan completely. He does have gold on the right, but that hill is bad news for Jordan. And Viper has one of those
Yeah.
hills as well.
I mean, the problem is that Viper's Hill is worse than that. So,
Yeah, you're right.
Viper's Hill is worse than Jordan's Hill, so it goes both ways for sure. And like, Viper has to clear this army from Jordan before he can even go forward and touch him.
Yeah, well, he just completed Thumb Ring, so it'll be easier to micro this. So far, it's been equal. Yeah, this is better for Viper now. If I say that, I just love how Jordan, attacking the wall, making Viper stay at his base. He knows he's not going to kill many villagers, most likely. Do as much damage as possible while setting up your economy behind. This is the perfect way to play this game. Better micro from Jordan. And we're just watching these crossbows.
He's got the hill. He's got the hill and the cliff.
You know what? I think it's different. It's weird because there's a hill and a cliff here, so how does the bonus apply? I think if it's a cliff, there's only a 25% difference.
Yeah, for the cliff, there's 25% damage bonus, and you don't get the damage reduction.
Okay.
Like you do for the hill, but I think he does have a hill there as well, so he's getting both.
Yeah, we're going to have to watch this again and figure out exactly what it was. But Viper did a really good thing, and he cleared up a couple crossbows from Jordan up on this hill to the right. So he's trying to hold to both hills. Unfortunately, Jordan is causing problems on the one on the left and still keeping crossbows there and making Viper think about it. And Viper's already 13 villagers behind. Jordan 3 TCs. He's also on stone, so he might be thinking about a castle on that hill we talked about. That's forward. And maybe another town center as well, though I don't know where he put that. Oh man,
I like this. They're microing like two archers or two crossbows at a time.
Yeah.
Viper's been microing his villagers away from the crossbow fire.
Yep.
From Jordan. It's nice. But Jordan just has a much better economy at the moment, and even though Viper's going forward, he's not going to find anything there.
Yeah, it's such a difficult position for Viper. Again, he's forced to go with the Siege Workshop because he doesn't want to fight up that hill, and Jordan's just holding to the hill, and he knows I'm pretty safe back at home. So Viper's been pretty far behind this game, but he does have a hill at Jordan's base. Maybe he can, he's killed a couple crossbows there as well. I love Potion. Thank you for the 6 months, man. And Counselor as well. I don't know if I said that. Man, we've come so far, Dave. Before I used to shout out every follow, and now I'm missing subs.
Do you remember the goal, 1,000 followers goal?
Yeah.
God, that was a long time. The 500 followers celebration.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago, dude.
It feels like it was a long time ago, but then again, I've only been streaming for a little bit over a year and a half, so like.
Oh, woo 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 in the middle. Holy.
Hold on. What time are you at? Did you see it before I did?
27:33.
Okay, I'm at 26:45. So, guys, we're gonna see a woo woo woo.
I'm just gonna slow down.
But anyway, I can see what you're talking about now. I see where the crossbows are going. Are the wolves all gonna attack this one crossbow? Yes! Yeah, I'm sure Jordan will clean that up.
Animal cruelty coming up.
Oh no. Oh no! It's on a slow speed, so the suspense is even more real. There we go. Wolves going down. Feels bad. Lots of crossbows for Jordan, and Viper is forward now. He brought Jordan back with his army of crossbows. I think Jordan's going to try and trap Viper. By the way, I'm at 2750 now, Dave.
Yeah.
That's a Siege Workshop for Jordan, which is a wise move. He's getting closer to the resources he would want if he's going to be going up to Imp, and he does have enough for a castle on that hill.
I love that. I love the placement of that Siege Workshop so much. And it's just like, if you're Viper and you're going forward with crossbows, and let's say you win a big fight against Jordan, the last place you want to be is near that Siege Workshop with a group of crossbows, because at any point a mangonel could pop out, which means you're going to have to go all the way around and not anywhere near there to get to Jordan's base. So yeah, I love it.
I think Viper needs to start thinking about a castle as well. He was just trapped by Jordan. He split up his army, sent his crossbows around. There's the castle for Jordan. I think Viper's going to need one at home as well, because he's obviously behind here. He knows he can't do much damage, and yeah, the castle's actually going up next to that cliff. So if Viper can buy himself some time, he's still in this game, but he definitely is behind now, because he's behind on economy and he's been losing fights. The one thing I wanted to say about that Siege Workshop, Dave, you see that little dimple right behind the Siege Workshop?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I wonder if he thought about that. He's like, I can send out a Mangonel and get instant hill bonus. That's amazing.
You know, for him, the Mangonel would pop out right on that hill. If I were to do that, the Mangonel would pop out randomly on the other side and then glitch around for a minute, trying to make its way to that hill.
It's alright, Dave. You don't have to make fun of yourself. We think you're a good player.
No, I'm just saying that this game bones me in new and original ways every time I play it. That's what I'm saying.
6 months. Alright, well, Viper's doing it. He's going for the castles on the hills. Look on the right side, though. Jordan's walking around, and he's going to deny that castle, which is going to be so annoying for Viper, because he needs the castles fast. Jordan is already on his way to the Imperial Age. Viper's not. And now Viper again is going to have to fight uphill if he wants to deal with that. And I don't think he was interested in staying back at home. I think he wanted to push forward a little bit. Those crossbows are going to run into houses. And Dave, I'm actually going to pause because I think my stream is going down again. Can you hear me, by the way?
I can, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, no complaints of drops, just maybe some lag, but stream should be good now. Just a slideshow, that's it. Jordan's coming in. I unpaused Dave at 31:30, and man, Jordan's gonna kill more villagers. The last couple of games, it seems like Jordan is causing Viper to react, and Viper normally
Viper's got a Mangonel, though. He does have a Mangonel coming forward, and he hasn't deleted that castle, so he obviously still wants it there.
Yeah, he does, but...
And he's getting ballistics.
Well, ballistics Jordan already has, and also Jordan is going to hit Imp. So if he gets Arbalest and gets Bodkin, he might be able to out-micro that, we'll see. And meanwhile, he's probably going to be sending a Trebuchet. He has some Chukunu and crossbows on the left-hand side, so he's all over Viper at the moment. Jordan's already collecting relics. But... oh, what's that villager doing for Viper? Oh! Viper just called the GG!
I know, he just did it like 20 seconds ago for me, and I was just sitting here like, excuse me?
Yeah, you're like, yeah, let's see what T90 predicts here. He's not going to predict the early GG. Viper just called the GG, and I can't say it's a huge surprise, but normally you're not going to see Viper in those types of situations. He recognized he's behind. He didn't even click to Imp, and yeah, that's the end of that game. That was probably one of the easiest games for Jordan, and one of the worst games for Viper in the best of 21. Now look at the achievements quickly. So it's 2 games in a row now where Jordan did a better job with his micro, he did a better job with his economy, and that's not what you expect from Viper, but that is what you expect from Jordan. Huge difference with food, wood, stone, and gold. The uptimes as well, slightly better with the feudal and the castle. Exploration, he was already collecting relics. He already had 2 relics, probably a third on its way. Mr. Doom